Okay, Taurus, how's it going? How are we? What's going on? Alrighty, so I'm definitely doing a beach reading this week. So, I'm not sure if every zodiac sign is actually getting a beach reading, but at least the first 6 is getting a beach reading. So, that's cool. With that being said, beach energy is great because, you know, it's the natural waters, the natural earth, and then it's just literally pure environment because there's like no city buildings and stuff like that. So it's just pure air. So the energy is great to give readings in. With that being said, Taurus, we're going to dive into your reality using these small deck of cards, which pretty much just going to give us the details of your reality and letting us know what's been going on, whether it's the past, present, or future. And you'll be able to actually perceive that part of your reality, whether it's the past, present, or future. Then we're going to dive into your reality using the bigger deck of cards, Taurus, which is pretty much just going to give us confirmations on everything that we're seeing in the smaller deck of cards. So with that being said, let's dive into it. We're all shuffled here. And we're ready to go. Thank you for being here with me, guys. Much love and light always. Got 2 cards here. Ooh, Taurus, is looking nice for you. Maybe looking nice for you. Let me get one of these real quick. Let me just use this one. I'm gonna dump out the deck first. This is pretty much what I mean by dumping out the deck. And then after everything falls or it doesn't fall, then I'll proceed the cards, which is now. So let's get into it. So we got the Sun card. And the Sun card, if I'm not mistaken, I saw someone yesterday say that the Sun card is related to Aries, which I was really thrown off by because we all know like the Sun literally is what rules Leo. So when I see the Sun card, I'm like, okay, this is Leo. If I'm not mistaken, the Strength card, I think, is Leo because it has the lion on it. So yeah, the Strength card is Leo. So then I guess the Sun card is definitely Aries. And we just did Aries too. But regardless of whatever it is, it definitely, I believe it pertains to a fire sign. and then we have 10 of Cups here. So the 10 of Cups, and then we got the 3 of Wands, and I think the 3 of Wands actually came reversed. And I already knew what that meant when I saw it. So I already perceived these cards, but we got to perceive the first ones first. So let's go in order. All right? Let me stop jumping ahead. So the Sun card, pretty much what I'm seeing is that you have been hopping into your childlike energy, into your younger essence, into your more, you know, your young side, your how do you say it? Not your young side. I don't want to say it like that, but your childlike side, or your prime energy. Let's just say that. And you hopping into that energy is actually like, it's creating a reality. What's going on? Are we good? We here? Okay. So you hopping into that energy, into that pure, like, I hate saying childlike because it's not childlike, into your prime energy. So you hopping into this pure prime energy, just like feeling and being the way I guess you would or used to be. It's pretty much creating this reality for you like this, per se. So like if you have a family, it's like families coming together because you're being more like this, or like friends are coming together because you're being more like this, or like people are like happy to be around you, or they feel close to you, or they feel like family with you. So this is pretty much like a representation of the energy you're emitting or you're about to emit. But what I'm getting is that you've been emitting this energy already, and this is actually what your reality is responding to, which is great. That's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. And then I got the 3 of Wands here, and for some reason it's like, okay, you're doing all of these things. That's so great, right? That's so great, but where is that taking you? And then that's pretty much where this card came from. Like, this card is pretty much just trying to say, like, where are you going? Like, okay, you're doing all these things and these things are happening, but where are you going with it? Or what is it doing for you? Or why are you doing it? Or where do you see yourself after you are actually, you know, creating this reality for you, making these people happy and stuff? Like, okay, now how are you benefiting from it? So that's pretty much what I'm getting from these cards. Let's just go ahead and dive into the deck again and see what else we're getting. I may not have to dive back into this deck after this. So let's just see. Put the stone here so they don't fly away. Let's just see what else we're getting. If you know me, you know what that was about. If you know me genuinely, you know why I laughed and you know what that was about. Alrighty. 2 more cards. Okay. I'm gonna just put the stone there. Alright, so we got the star card and 5 of wands. So we end up with the sun and the star, 5 of wands and the star. And usually when I see this card here, the 5 of wands, because this is the first one that fell, usually when I see this card here, I'm like, oh, you're like battling and fighting between people, and you guys are like trying to have like you want to prove your point and you want to prove your point, but you guys don't really matter, because it's like you guys need to just come to some type of agreement more. So it's like we're fighting each other with the same, it's like, I'm red, you're blue, I'm red, you're blue, I'm red, you're blue. It's like, what are we doing here, you know? So that's literally what I usually would say when I see this card. But in all reality, what I'm really seeing is that this is actually you fighting with yourself for some reason. And it's crazy how, like I said, like I could see you hopping into this childlike energy, and then like you're immersing all this like love and, you know, just this like purity. You're just giving out this purity, but where is that putting you? And it's almost as if like you don't know what direction to go in. You're kind of like fighting, trying to like figure yourself out, or in some sense like that, or just like fighting with your reality, or maybe even fighting with your creativity or your business. But it's definitely like a self thing. Like it's a self, like I'm trying to figure self out right now. And then the star card popping up. The star card is related to Aquarius. The star card is the I know model. The star card is the intellect, the knowledge, the need to want to learn and understand. Like that's literally the star card. So if I had to say, like, you trying to figure out or not know what direction to go in, you fighting with yourself, and then the star card popping up after, it's almost as if like educate yourself or dive into it, or look into the things that you are interested in, or even if there's something that it's new, like, oh, I just started to dive into this, like this is something that I just figured out that I liked, and I don't even really want to go in that direction with it, but maybe you should go into that direction. Maybe before you shut it completely out, maybe you should, all right, let me look into it real quick. Or even if it's just trying to understand something as simplistic as why, I don't know, just something very simplistic. It really doesn't matter. But what I'm getting here is like you informing yourself is what's pretty much going to stop the battle with yourself, and pretty much give you a clear and understanding of you and yourself and in your reality. So I'm not going to flip any more of the smaller deck. We're going to go into the confirmation cards now. Taurus. Just want to give it a shuffle real quick. Okay, I already got one, so once I get one, I'm not going back into this deck. So if you want more, hopefully more comes out. But I already got one, so I don't think we need to dive into another one. But we got 3 confirmation cards. That's cool. Aries only got 1. Thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate you guys. I like when people interact, you know? Alrighty. So first, it was the 7 of Pentacles, which talks about frustration and hard work needing to be done, and either or work or a situation in life. It could be work or a situation in life. And this card is pretty much just representing what I was explaining about this card right here. These are pretty much the same energies. Did I just get fucking bit by an ant? Alrighty. Be mindful of that, Taurus. So yeah, so this card is pretty much this energy. Like these are they're speaking about the same energy. Like this one is literally talking about like hard work that's needing to be done in your work life or in your personal life. And that's pretty much what I was just expressing here. Like you're pretty much fighting yourself, trying to understand yourself, and you need to do work, you need to do research so you can understand the things in your reality, whether they're as simple as, you know, just understanding something that you already knew but on a different perspective, or understanding more broader things, or just diving into a whole different reality. And then we got Four of Wands here, which talks about happy home, impossible country settings. And this card is pretty much a confirmation to this card with the happy home, and you bringing in that peace, and you bringing in that purity and that love, and you know, you're bringing that in for your family, or for your home, or even if it's just for you, you know, and even if you just got like a pet or something, it's like you and your pet, you're bringing in that purity energy. Your pet feels that. So so that's those two right there. Let me just get a stone. And then now we have Two of Pentacles here, which is talking about like juggling between two situations or two ideas. And then I would pretty much compare that to the Three of Wands, where I was saying like it's pretty much like you're trying to figure out like what direction to go in. And you probably have an idea like, oh, I want to move in a direction, or I don't know if I should move in a direction. And this is pretty much what this is describing right here. Like you're trying to figure out what you should do or what direction you should go in. So these confirmation cards really add up to the cards that are here. Even if they're not the exact same cards, they're still the exact same energy, or they're still talking or speaking on the same frequency. So Taurus, I don't think we need to dive into your reality anymore. We pretty much dove into your reality pretty deeply. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. I'm going to be posting this video on my Facebook page, and in the description box will be all my information where you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram. Now, the link is in my bio for my YouTube channel. You can subscribe and you'll be able to have access to all of the readings that I did, not only today, but all the ones that I did throughout the past year. I have a specific playlist set up for you, Taurus, where you can access all of the horoscopes that were made just for you. Now, with that being said, if you want to book a personal appointment with me, I also have the link in my bio as well, of my Facebook, and the book now button on my Instagram, and you can book with me and we can do a virtual reading anytime, any place, anywhere. So with that being said, I'm sending much love and light. I'm about to dive into Gemini now, and we're going to see what's going on with them.